Hey everyone. Happy Monday. I'm going to make Monday your favorite day of the week. That's my goal. I hope you are all doing wonderfully. I'm going to give everybody a chance to come in and say hello. All of that good stuff. Definitely say hello. Let me know you're here. Hi, Ellen. So lovely to see you. Hello, my dear friend Candy. How are you? Are you home? Are you still heading home and traveling? How are you doing? So if you have not seen it yet, we have a lovely, amazing bundle that goes along with my live tonight. I linked it up in the description box below. Oh, yay. Ellen got a shipment from Brutus Monroe today. She is ready to play. We're going to get a little messy tonight. We're going to play with some pace and some different things. Perfect. Candy's eating popcorn and hanging with her dog. Hello, hello, my friend Walter. Candy said she's doing good. Hello, Karen. Going to give everyone just a minute to kind of get in here, get going. In the description box below, you'll find a link to the bundle of products we're going to be using today. It is a special bundle, and if you purchase the bundle during my live, you're going to get a free stamp set to go with your bundle, which is awesome. It is not a stamp set that I'm going to be using tonight. It is, I think it's called Rock Memories. I believe that is the name of the stamp set. Okay, so hi, Alex. Hi, Karen. Hi, Luann. Yep, I haven't even started yet. Hello, Kelly. All right, so tonight we are going to get messy. Part of the bundle for tonight. Oh, and I have coupon codes for you that you can use. And I have, you can get free shipping. The bundle that I'm going to work with tonight is on sale. The regular price is $84.93 and you can get it for $50. So that's awesome. And then I'm going to give you these codes and you can stack the codes together. So cool, right? All right, so I'm going to type these codes in quick because on my own tonight. Oh, there's Penny. Okay, let me type in the codes for you. So, hi, Penny. Hi, Annie. All right, so the first code is 25% off any Brutus Monroe any Brutus Monroe product, and that will include that bundle. Okay, so that's the first coupon code that I have. The second coupon code is You Rock, all one word, and that will get you 10% off a $100 order. And you can stack them together, so you can use them both. And then, if after all the codes are applied, if your order's over $100 still, then you get free shipping. Ah, how awesome is that? Okay, so Penny's up here. She's gonna help me with links, I think, because she's amazing and awesome. There are the coupon codes that you can use and stack. And if you buy the electronic rainbow bundle during the live tonight, you get a free stamp set that will be added to your order in addition to the bundle that is already really discounted. So part of the bundle is this pastel chroma glaze. We're going to use this first. My goal today is to keep my glass mat clean. So I have a piece of printer paper. This is just printer paper. And I am only using this for the purposes of our live tonight. If you have a craft mat, if you have, anything would work. Honestly, I just liked the idea of having all the excess paste go onto a sheet of printer paper that I could then throw away. So this is pixie tape, which you can get at the shop, I believe. That's where I got it. I'm just holding it into place. This is jack-o'-lantern cardstock, which is part of the bundle. I have cut this piece of cardstock to 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. Another part of the bundle is this kaleidoscope stencil, which I think is amazing and gorgeous. One of my absolute favorites. And then our pastel chroma glaze, which is also part of the bundle. So if you are working from your stash, what you want is a chroma glaze or shimmer glaze that matches the same color as that's. If you have pink and some rouge cardstock, that will work. If you have and some lagoon cardstock, that will work. So feel free to go into your stash and see what pastes you have. And if you don't have this stencil, well, I recommend this stencil very, very much. It's fabulous. This whole bundle is awesome. So I'm just spreading some of this pastel chroma glaze onto through the stencil and onto the cardstock. So the way this looks here is not how it's going to dry. So just know that. Pretty thick layer. Now we're going to let that pixie tape. Ready for the big reveal? Ta-da! So pretty. I'm going to set that aside because by the magic that is television, I already have one dry. This paste takes a good hour. And if you want to see what it would look like if you went with pink on pink, here's what it would look like with pink on pink. If you have those in your stash. So now all I have to do is wipe off my fingers and I can just take this and set it aside. This is why I chose copy paper for Live to Live tonight, strictly for easy cleanup. We're also going to be playing with some aqua pigment in Pearl. And the paste takes about an hour to dry. So here's what it looks like. Again, you want tone on tone. You want your cardstock and your glaze to be the same color. Okay. Now we're going to get a little messy. I am sure that somewhere there is a fabulous, you're not supposed to shake your aqua pigments. I know, it's old habits. Let me check comments, see if there's any questions, anything. Oh, you guys are talking about the new mixed media. I have, okay, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4. orders at British Monroe that haven't shipped yet. All the new mixed media, everything. I think what is holding my stuff up is the dyes. So let's get this pearl aqua pigment out. Now we're going to get messy. I'm sure that there is somewhere in the world some kind of tool that would probably do what I'm about to show you. But here's the thing. I like my fingers. This is a very kind of, I am a very kind of hands-on, get messy, get my fingers dirty kind of crafter. That's just how I roll. I always have cleaners and baby wipes and all that kind of stuff. If you are not a messy crafter, this is probably, I'm probably going to drive you crazy because I like to get my fingers dirty. So this is aqua pigment in pearl. This is my favorite aqua pigment. I love it so much. Yes. Penny says, Thistle always says you have the best tools with you, your fingers. Yes, I use my fingers for everything. So if you liked finger painting as a child, this is for you. I am going to take the aqua pigment and pearl, and I'm just going to run it over the top of this panel. The fabulous thing is, because we are using British Monroe cardstock, which is my favorite cardstock, I can put a lot of this aqua pigment right onto this cardstock and it will take it and it will be just fine. So if you use gold aqua pigment or gold, I'm going to tell you some cool color combos now. If you use like gingerbread or any kind of dark brown cardstock, and you go over it with the gold works the best, the gold chroma glaze, and then you do this with the pearl, you have something that resembles embossed leather when you're all done. It's gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to get a good amount of the aqua pigment here. Just use our little fingers. Now we're going to set this aside and let this dry. And no wimpy cardstock for us. Yes, Penny, correct. When we're done, when it dries, you're going to have something that looks like this. How gorgeous. I put a sneak of this up on the thing. Isn't that beautiful? So any stencil you love, glaze and cardstock that match, and then cover it with some pearl aqua pigment. This could not be any easier. Could not be easier to do. And again, I have no desire to have a mess on my craft mat, which, you know, probably isn't going to happen, but we're going to try. We're going to try to keep it clean. Okay. Hi. Yes, it looks like a dreamsicle. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. So pretty. So that is our Get Messy Mixed Media part of tonight's live. Super simple, right? The hardest part of creating something like this is letting everything dry. So the chroma glaze takes about an hour, depending on how thick you put it on. If you put it on really thick like me, it takes 2 hours. But if you put a thinner layer on, it only takes an hour. And then once you have it dried and you coat it with the aqua pigment will dry in a couple of minutes. It dries real quick. And then you have a beautiful panel. You could do a whole card panel on that with this. So many options. So now let's work on this. So another part of the bundle is the Rainbow Vibes. I have been using this paper pad to create a mini album with. So I have lots and lots and lots of little scraps. Penny says if you live in Arizona, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah. So we just have to figure out what pattern we want on this. What pattern do we like? I don't think... If you have an idea, start shouting it out. I almost don't want to cut into these rainbow papers because you know what? I know I'll use them. That's cute. Hi, Heather. Yes, you missed me finger painting. That's okay. I feel like Heather has probably finger painted before with aqua pigments. I feel like that would not be new. Now we got to pick a paper. That's where we are right now. Maybe this one. I want something with orange in it, but that isn't, like, not that one. And I want to be able to kind of possibly maybe stamp over this. So maybe that one. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. So this is the Rainbow Vibes paper pad. This is also part of that bundle for tonight. And I'll pop this over here. We have a card base, which is also part of the bundle tonight. See, one bundle. It'll do everything for you. And you can use all the cards. So since I did this in steps, and I now have 1, 2, 3 of these panels, these little strips in progress, odds are really good that once everything is dried and done, I'm going to keep making cards because otherwise it's just going to get lost in my craft room. So you'll probably see on Friday when I post, you'll see lots and lots and lots of cards. We'll do a couple different styles of cards and I'll post them on my social media and in Brutus Monroe Facebook group. And they will all use these little panels that I've now started and are drawing in at different stages and things. Okay, let's do 4. And that's going to buy 5 1/4. That'll give us a nice white border. Isn't it gorgeous, Alex? I love that paper pad so much. Candy says she likes to place them in the sunny window with a dark piece of cardstock underneath, and that helps dry. Oh, that's a good one. The magic tool. Yes, Heather. That's what I said. That's what they told me you would say. The magic tool in your hands. I said there's probably a tool somewhere that does this. And Penny's like, Heather calls it our magic tool. I agree. Your fingers are always a good idea. All right. This is what I'm thinking that I like. This one. And then we'll trim this down a little bit and we'll have it come across here. And then we're going to stamp. So has anybody seen all the cool stuff that this stamp set will do? I'm going to show you all the cool stuff this stamp set will do. Because it's awesome. Let's see if we can get this stuff here. Sorry, I have to fix my tape runner. It's decided to give me a hard time today. I think you're right. Alex says it's the 80s child in us. It's so true. So true. I am an 80s child for sure. 100%. This paper pad totally has that like Lisa Frank vibes going on for sure. Okay. So I'm just going to trim this off. And then we can put it onto our card base, just like that. And then we need to make something. So this lovely stamp set, it has a TV and a VCR tape, VHS tape. It has a little cassette player and a Swatch watch and this cool boom box. And then it says all these cute things that then fit into these little screens. So first of all, it has, you know, when the stations would switch off at midnight or 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. or whatever, and that would have that like little rainbow thing, that is there. Then it has these two sayings that fit right in the TV. It says, we interrupt this broadcast to say congratulations. And the other one says, we interrupt this broadcast to wish you happy birthday. Then we have these little like mixtape sayings that fit into the cassette player. So we have this cassette player, and then we have things that say best friend mix. We make a great mix. Love songs, soulmates mix that you can stamp, and it fits in the little cassette tape. For the VHS tape, we have, for this little area, you can put memories of us, or you can put our story is my favorite. Isn't that awesome? I love this. And then down here, where this little piece of the boom box is, we have some sayings that fit right in there. So we have things that say, oh, my old eyes. Can't read this. It says, I'll stop the world to melt with you. Put a little love in your heart. Happy birthday to you. And it's time to celebrate. Then we have the little, you know, music things. Let's watch. And then this says, take a little time for yourself and you make me smile time after time. I love it. It's so cute. Okay, so which do we want to use? Which one did we want to try to use tonight? Any requests? I am happy with any of them. So if you have a request, we will use it. All it's missing is a floppy disk, Alex says. I agree with that. Hi, Carol. So nice to see you. Okay. So TV would look awesome. So would this little, I kind of feel like the cassette tape is going to be too small. And this would work. How about we use this one? Because this is nice and big and chunky. And we can put, it'll fit really nice, like right there. All right, let's do it. I don't have the coordinating dies, which means we're going to have to fussy cut this. Shh, don't cry. It's okay. I'm a very quick fussy cutter. We will be just fine. All right. This is Not Your Mom's cardstock. My favorite cardstock in the history of ever. It's the best. I'm telling you guys, once you have used or tried Brutus Monroe cardstock, you get so stinking spoiled with it. And then anything else is weird, is strange, and doesn't look right. We're also going to do a little bit of coloring, I think, but not a lot. We're going to do just a little bit of coloring. The nice thing about this stamp set when it comes to coloring is that TVs are generally gray. VHS tapes, generally gray. Cassette tapes, generally gray. Boom boxes, generally gray. So really, all you need to be able to do is color things gray, and you're good. Even the little broadcast thing that went across the TV when you were a kid, generally gray. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use our Brutus Monroe Raven Detail Ink. If you are just joining us, all the products I'm using tonight, most of the products I'm using tonight, because I just realized the Raven Detail ink isn't there, is in all bundled together that you can grab in the shop. It's called the Electronic Rainbow Bundle. And it is Customer Appreciation Week at Brutus Monroe, which means we have some coupon codes that you can use and then stack on top of each other to get lots of fun goodies. I did type those coupon codes into the chat, but they are thanks24, and that will get you 25% off Brutus Monroe products. And then you can also stack on top of that You Rock, which will get you 10% off of a $100 purchase. You can use those together. And then if you still add more stuff to your cart, which you know you want to, and you get to $100 after the coupon codes, you can get free shipping. My little Post-it notes are doing me well. I'm just saying, I had to write it all down because that's a lot of stuff to remember and know. So just in case you think I memorized it, I did not. I have it all written down here so I don't forget. And then this bundle of products that I'm using is on sale tonight. So the regular price of it is $84.93, and it is on sale for $50. And if you order it tonight forgot one more thing. If you order it tonight during the live, you also get a free stamp set. Another free stamp set. Okay. So let's hide away the Misty. And here is our stamp set. Now, I am going to add one of the little sayings in here. I haven't chosen which one yet, first of all. Second of all, I'm going to do that without my Misty. I'm just going to free range stamp, because that little piece that goes in here is very, very small. So as I said before, most of the time our boom boxes are gray. So I pulled out a couple of gray Zig markers, and we're going to color this up. I just grabbed some grays. Nothing too hard. I'm not going to do any shading. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm just going to color this up super simple. I like Zigs because I like the brush tip, and I tend to be a watercolor type of a colorer, so I like to use things like I like to do no line watercoloring and different things like that. And I feel like the Zigs are my kind of go-to coloring medium. I don't work well with alcohol markers at all. So I'm just going to color this super simple, really light. I'm not adding a lot of color. This is going to be really light gray. I don't want it to be white. So that's what we're going for. And if you look at this and you are like, this is too light for me, you could color yours much darker. We could also do colors. I know I've colored this before, and I've added like lots of like bright colors to it. So you could color this however you want. But I'm just going to go for something not white. I had, as a child, my boombox was super light. It was very light gray. It was almost white. It kind of looked like this. So that's what made me personally want those lighter colors. So how is everybody doing tonight? I kind of get a little lost in all the coloring, so that was the other reason why I didn't choose a lot of colors, because when I start coloring, I get like involved in the coloring and then I forget that I'm live and that I need to talk to people. So that was part of the reason we went with this color scheme too. I thought this all through. I hope you're having a better Monday now that you're here tonight playing with us. I know Mondays are not my favorite day of the week for sure. Hi, Mary. Hi, Annie. Oh, make sure you keep up the comments so that you get all the info on taking advantage of all of the fun goodies and deals and coupon codes for tonight. Okay. See, super, super simple. I'm going to pull this up here so you can see the coloring and how it's just really light and pretty simple. Coloring does not need to be hard. I almost want to grab the black and do the speakers black. Should we do that? Should we grab the black and do the speakers black, do you think? Hi, Mary Alice. I think we do need to do the speakers black because they look strange without them being black. So let's do that. Hold on 1 second. I'm just going to grab one more thing. See, I'm getting lost. I always get lost on the coloring because I get in my own little world and in my own little space. Okay, here we go. This is what I need. I just want to clean my water brush here real quick because I want to add just a little bit of water, clean water, to this. There we go. And then we can pull this color out. And it'll still be gray, but it'll be a little bit, it'll just be black around the edges. And then it'll look more like a speaker from the boombox, which is what we wanted. There we go. Okay. Then we'll let that do its thing. And it'll look awesome when it's all dry. And I think that that was a good plan of attack. So super easy coloring. Yes. Heather is going to do a make and take tomorrow in Pittsburgh at the store. I'm sure it's going to be amazing because Heather is incredibly talented and fabulous. If you haven't yet, has anyone gone over to the Brutus Monroe events page recently? if you haven't, you might want to, because there are events now that are completely lined up. There's one every month from now until the end of the year. So if you want to attend an event, you can do it virtually. You can or not. I will be going to the anniversary party, which is in December, but there's other ones that look super fun and creative that you can head over to that website and check out all of the events. See if anything catches your eye. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly fussy cut this. Is that the one? Hold on. Jessica's virtual birthday slumber party. Is that the one you're going to? Or is that just one of that? That one's in October, right? Yes, October. And then there is the Fall into Holidays event in September. And I don't remember what the November one is called. Something about merrymaking, I believe. Go me. I remember them all. Okay. There is our little, pull it back a little bit. So cute. See those the little circles in our speakers and this little bit up here? I'm thinking that's an opportunity for bling. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so now let's decide what we want to put into our, for the sentiment. My stamp set here. So we have, put a little love in your heart. I'll stop the world to melt with you. Happy birthday. It's time to celebrate. I'm doing this one. I'm doing the one that says, I'll stop the world to melt with you, because I love that song so much. It's such a good song. I love it. And it's going to fit right there perfectly. And we're going to do this free range because these tiny little sentiment stamps are not going to fit in my Miskey. Like, I just know they're going to like wobble and wiggle and give me all kinds of issues trying to get them to stay put. So we're going to go old school and get an acrylic block and make sure it's nice and straight. Penny says she's going to have to watch the September Fall into the Holidays later because she'll be in Greece. I want to go to Greece. Man. That sounds fabulous. I would definitely also just be like, go into Greece. Penny's trying to get her whole passport stamp this year. That's cool. All right. My head might get in the way here. I'm just warning you now because I'm trying to get this just perfectly centered in here. Ta-da! Here's the scary part. Eek! I think it worked. There's our little sentiment. So cute. It did get a little mushy at the with you part, but you can still read it just perfectly fine, I promise. See, it's handmade. And then I do believe we need to pop it up. Right? Definitely. Here's the foam squares. I don't know if these are back in stock yet or not. I should have checked. I'm sorry. Hi, Glenda. So glad you could join us tonight. I'm just kind of like, this is a very scientific way to dry your stamped image if you're just not sure if it's dry yet or not. And you don't really do heat tools because you burn paper with heat tools. That'd be me. Oh, thanks, Jamie. You know what? I don't think when you put these like teeny tiny little sentiments into a Misty is beautiful and so perfect for so many things. But when you try to put these teeny tiny little sentiments into the Misty, like they give me a hard time every time. And I just find it is easier for me to just free range stamp them. Ah, very good. Okay, these little squares that I am using are out of stock. But you know what? Hold on, because I have the easy foam strips too, because I'm extra. So let's do that. We will just go ahead and cut some of this up. And it won't stick to my scissors, and it won't be gooey. And it won't give me a hard time. It will just fabulously work. See? These are pretty awesome. Really, except for today. There we go. If you are a scrapbooker, these little easy foam squares make popping things up on scrapbook pages so much quicker, so much easier than the thin foam tape. So much easier. Oh, that's a good question. Ray wants to know about the brushes. Those brushes are pretty amazing. Okay. We'll just go ahead and put this here. And we'll add our little gems. Okay, does anybody else kind of feel like we should have just, this is going to sound so strange maybe, but I feel like we just need a tiny little strip of orange cardstock, just plain orange cardstock right here. Maybe even we'll get messy again and do the orange cardstock with the aqua pigment. Just for, I feel like we just need a little something right here. So let's do that. My brain wants something up there. Let's see, how are we on time? We are so fabulous on time. We're awesome. Thank you, Alex. Alex says, if you think it needs it, you're usually right. Okay, so Heather, are you looking? I'm going to use my magic finger tool. You know, I was the girl that thought finger painting was the best thing about kindergarten, right? Like, that was my favorite part of kindergarten. I don't even think that they let you do finger painting in kindergarten anymore. But when I was in school, finger painting was like its own little class. Okay. So let that dry for like, a second or two. And we're going to wipe this up and smash my knee off my desk, apparently. I'm fine, I promise. A couple days I'll be like, where did this bruise come from? Oh, yeah. All right, so there's our little card. We're going to flip this over. Go ahead and get it on. Perfect. And then I'm going to follow this little line that goes right below this part here. And then we can take the cardstock with the pearlescent on it. That's now all shimmery and adorable. Yeah, I just like that. I think that that finishes it off a little bit better. Just wanted a little more of that fun aqua pigment part. So flip that over. And now we need some gems. Always need the crystals. Yes. In this case, it's Heather says inky fingers are the best. In this case, I say aqua pigment fingers are the best. Although I do inky fingers from time to time too. Mary said recess. My favorite part was always art class. Always art class. Okay, so we have, let's look at these. Let's see. So this is the Redshift, and I used this last week when I did the cards with the Night Out bundle, but I think that might work. Although, kind of like that one too. Oh, this is going to be like the decision of the night, which gems to use, right? So I think we're going to do the Redshift, but then I also really like those. Yes. And this one is the Topaz. So we're going to go with both of them. Penny says we still let the preschoolers finger paint at church. We do paint and then put shaving cream down to let them finger paint and clean the tables. Oh, that's awesome. So has anybody here, because this is another like super messy, crafty thing. Have you ever made your own marble paper with liquid watercolors and shaving cream? because that is pretty epic. If you've never done it before, that is pretty super fun. And quite often you'll see kids will do it for like STEM class and stuff. When I did it, I did 12 by 12 sheets of paper and then used them as backgrounds for cards and scrapbook pages. And that was super cool. Incredibly messy. Speaking of messy things, very messy, totally worth it. Oh. So we have the red shift and the topaz. Nice even. And put the two up at the top, and that's going to be where we're going to call today's card done. Oh, Walter says topaz with a question mark. Yeah, I have topaz here. Says it's probably, I bought the bundle, so it's part of the bundle. It says crystals, topaz. It's like yellowy and orange. And then the same with the red shift. Like it's red, but it also goes orange, depending on like what color is behind it. So I went with those two because they both, while technically the color isn't orange, they all have that iridescent. And when the lights hit it, both of these have orange, I don't know what you call it, highlights, orange highlights. Does that sound good? Oh, yeah. I used both. I went with both because they both seem to do fun. So what can you take away from tonight? I hope you will try this technique. All of the products, of course, are in that bundle, but if you have stash at home and you have these products, or this technique is so, so fun. And since I sat here and started like 3 or 4 panels with you, I'm going to go ahead and finish up those panels and make a couple more cards, and I will post them all in the British Monroe group and on my Instagram on Friday. Christopher will be live tomorrow night, as far as I know, right? And he will probably have new stuff, playing with new stuff. He is amazing. Whatever he does will be fabulous. And then Candy will be live Wednesday. And I'm pretty sure the fulfillment team will be live Wednesday too. I think I'm getting this new schedule down, you guys. I think I'm doing it. I've got it. There we go. New products live tomorrow night with Christopher. Yay. All right, everyone, have a fabulous night. I hope that you enjoyed this, that you learned a new technique, something fun to play with, and I will see you again in 2 weeks. I will not be live next Monday, but I will be live the Monday after that. Sounds good? All right, everyone. I will talk to you all again in 2 weeks. Have a fabulous 2 weeks. And yeah, have a good night. Bye, everyone.